guys obviously talked about obviously the 81 points in the first half on Saturday. In your own life over the last week, have there been other kind of like eerie reminders of Kobe that you've seen
in my life?
just this week of seeing 8s and 24s or?
I mean, yeah, it's a daily reminder. Listen, you literally can't open your phone without getting a daily reminder about it, and rightfully so. I think it's very well warranted, and obviously, we all talked about it after the game, the fact that we scored 81 points in the first 24 minutes, how eerie that was, and then we talked about how both teams combined points was 224 points, right, or 242. Or 242 is like the 2 and the 224. It is like it's some weird stuff going on. So that's just pretty cool. It's a daily reminder. I got two more, Doc. 2 more guys. 80 on me.
So today's video is going to be about LeBron James and Jay-Z, because recently LeBron James did an obvious 38 ritual when he beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for the most points scored in the NBA. And I'm making a video about this because people need to understand that these rituals are black magic. And I've been trying to tell you guys this for a long time. Like I said, gematria is a form of witchcraft. So when they script these games with gematria, they're openly doing witchcraft in front of everybody's face. And Jay-Z openly admitted this in plain sight by wearing this hoodie that literally says this is black magic, as you guys can see. And after LeBron James broke the record, he went over and gave Jay-Z a hug, and he was wearing a shirt that said, "This is black magic." And if you guys remember, I made a video exposing how sports use witchcraft to rig their games. And this goes for all sports. Even though the main focus of this video was soccer and the World Cup, I still overall exposed how every single sport is rigged with witchcraft. That's why everything is scripted with gematria. So if you guys haven't seen that video, the link is in the description below. I even showed proof in this video that players have openly used witchcraft on the field during games. And I showed a bunch of videos of that happening during live matches and they got caught. So there's a lot of proof that black magic is being used in professional sports. And I'm also going to show those clips at the end of this video so that you guys can see them in case you missed it. So Jay-Z is openly letting you know in plain sight that black magic is being used in professional sports. Because what are the chances that he wears this shirt that says this is black magic the day that LeBron does a huge black magic ritual? It's not a coincidence. Everything they do is strategically planned and scripted. So Jay-Z is openly doing mockery about this by wearing this shirt on this day. And apparently this shirt is Kelly Rowland's merch from an EP that she released in 2021. And there's some programmed people that think he's just supporting her and that this has nothing to do with the ritual that LeBron James did. But I'm here to show you guys that this in fact is proof that professional sports are openly doing black magic in front of your face. And there's some programmed people that believed the media when they said that Jay-Z was just wearing Kelly Rowland's merch. But you guys should really question, why would he wear her merch from 2021? That was 2 years ago. And she claims that the phrase, "this is black magic," is an ode to being unapologetically black and proud and full of joy. But obviously, if you're familiar with how demonic celebrities are, then you should know that this is way deeper than that. Because celebrities are constantly doing black magic in front of your face. Every time they do symbolism like this, they're letting you know that they do black magic and witchcraft. So that's why Jay-Z does this symbolism so much. And if you guys know who Aleister Crowley is, he's one of the most evil celebrities of all time. He's wearing a triangle hat that has a triangle on it. And he has this book that is full of witchcraft. And Jay-Z has paid homage to Aleister Crowley in the past by once again wearing a black hoodie with Aleister Crowley's most famous quote, which is "do what thou wilt." And this is a very demonic quote, because this quote that Aleister Crowley made is basically saying, do what your flesh wants to do. And most of the time what our flesh wants to do is sin. So this quote is basically telling you to sin. And that's exactly what celebrities want you to do so that you can be on their side. So don't fall for anything that these demons promote, because all of it is to bring you down with them. And as you guys can see, Aleister Crowley was clearly involved with witchcraft. Right here, he literally has a wand. So you guys have to question, why would Jay-Z be promoting one of the most evil celebrities of all time that openly did black magic? Once you see this connection, you can see why he wore that shirt that says "this is black magic." And as you guys can see, Aleister Crowley was openly a magician. It's in his bio. He was an English occultist, philosopher, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. And he founded the religion of Telema, and he identifies himself as the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the Eon of Horus in the early 20th century. So this is clearly a false prophet. And notice how he's promoting Horus, which is an evil deity that was worshipped in ancient Egypt. So now do you guys see what I'm saying about how ancient Egypt is evil and corrupt? There's so many people that fall for the New Age deception. There's so many New Age spiritual celebrities that are promoting ancient Kemetic beliefs. And you guys shouldn't fall for that because all of that is demonic and pagan. And if you read the Bible, you would actually know how demonic ancient Egypt actually was. And as you guys can see, Aleister Crowley is dressing very similar to how they used to dress in ancient Egypt. I'll make a separate video about Aleister Crowley later on my Patreon because I'm going to go way more in detail about his character and all his other characters. So stay tuned for that video. The link to my Patreon is in the description below. And Aleister Crowley is promoted by many celebrities, including the Beatles, as you guys can see, and the Rolling Stones as well. And even Ciara has promoted Aleister Crowley. So all celebrities are demonic, and even Kanye West has promoted him, Absol has promoted him, and many other celebrities. So avoid celebrities at all costs because clearly they're all involved in something demonic, because why would they be doing the same symbolism that Adolf Hitler did back in the day? That should really let you know that all these celebrities are demonic. And before I get into the 38 ritual that LeBron James did, I just want to show you guys all the symbolism that Jay-Z and LeBron do so you can really see how demonic they are. So right here, Jay-Z is doing one-eye symbolism along with the diamond. And this diamond is also used in the Masonry logo. And the fact that Jay-Z literally has an album cover doing this symbolism in plain sight should let you know that he's involved with the dark side and he's involved with black magic. And this character really disgusts me because he openly does the diamond in plain sight and nobody questions it. People are so desensitized to celebrities doing symbolism that people don't even question why he's doing this. So here's some more pictures of him doing it. And seeing celebrities openly do symbolism like this really shocks me because back in the day they really had to hide it. But nowadays they're doing it in plain sight, and that should really let you know that we're in the last days, because lately they've just been doing everything in plain sight. Even Kanye is doing it right here, and Beyonce as well. And here's some more celebrities doing it with Jay-Z. So he just openly does this in plain sight. And a lot of people think that he's only doing this because it's his label's hand signed symbol, but it's clearly way deeper than that because his label is literally called Rockefeller Records, and the Rockefellers are obviously an occultist family that runs a lot of things on the world stage. So that should really let you know that Jay-Z is heavily involved. So now that you've seen all the symbolism, that should really give you confirmation that when he wore this shirt that said "This is black magic," he's obviously referring to the black magic that they do in professional sports, because he specifically chose the day that LeBron James did this ritual to wear this shirt. And if you guys want more information about Jay-Z, go watch the video that I made about him 7 months ago, because Jay-Z has multiple characters, and Lil Durk is one of his biggest characters right now. And he also has an immortal character, so if you guys are interested in that, go check out this video. The link is in the description below. So now let's take a look at LeBron James' demonic symbolism that he does, because he literally has pictures with Jay-Z doing the same symbolism that he does. And what I don't like about this character is that they call him King James. They love referring to themselves as kings and gods because they always want to be God. Everything they do is mimicking God. And you guys have to think the reason why Lucifer even fell from heaven is because he wanted to be God himself. So this is why they give themselves these labels. All of it is blasphemous. And here's some more pictures of him doing the same symbolism that Aleister Crowley and Jay-Z are doing. And he looks so demonic in this picture right here. You can really see it in his eyes. And here he is doing it once again. And right here he's doing a very demonic handshake as well. You can clearly see him doing the horns. And a lot of people don't know this, but he literally channels demons before every game. So here's a short video of him literally channeling demons in plain sight right before a game. The fact that he openly does that ritual before every game should show you that sports were created for these demons to openly cast spells on people. So this is why I don't recommend watching sports or betting on sports, because it's all considered witchcraft, so stay far away from it as possible. And here we got LeBron James doing the 666 along with the one-eye symbolism. And here he is doing it again. And let's not forget that he's literally number 6 right now. And LeBron equals 66 just like Lakers in the same cipher. And they both equal 96 in the same cipher as well. So he's heavily connected to the number 6. And the fact that he's this connected to Lakers really shows that he was scripted to play for the Lakers. And not only does LeBron equal 66, but number of the beast equals 66. And LeBron James also equals 66. And the Bible lets us know that the number of the beast is 666 in Revelation 13:18. So every time you see celebrities doing this hand sign, they're not doing an OK symbol. They're openly doing 666 in front of your face and letting you know that they're working with Satan. And a lot of people let basketball players slide with doing this, because sometimes when they make a three-pointer, they do this hand symbol, but it's not a 3, it's 3 6s. You know, there's different ways of doing a 3 with your hand, but if you notice, they always do the number 3 like this. And let's not forget that LeBron James literally has the Boulay Foundation's logo tatted on his chest, so he's letting you know in plain sight that he's involved with the occult. And he's even admitted this in this interview. He said he took Pilates classes, yoga classes, swimming at auditoriums back home. He can't tell you exactly where it was at. It's a secret place. We hold a secret society over there. We don't tell too many people. So he's openly letting you know in plain sight that he's involved in a secret society. So now that we've seen LeBron doing the 666, here's Jay-Z doing it as well. And what's really disgusting about this character is that he gets other people to do his hand sign as well. Even during concerts, he tells people to throw their diamonds up. So that's very disgusting. You know, they want us to get involved with the same occultic black magic that they do. And here he is doing another satanic hand symbol. And he looks like a woman right here. If you really look at him, he looks extremely feminine. But anyways, this hand symbol is the same hand symbol that the Baphomet is doing. So this is not a peace sign. Whenever you see people doing this, it's not a peace sign. It's clearly the as above, so below hand sign that the Baphomet is doing. So now let's get into LeBron James ritual, because this entire ritual is scripted with the number 38. So basically LeBron James beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. And of course, Kareem's number was 33 when he used to play. And also, if you look closely at his finger, you can really see that he's a Nephilim. You know, this is not a real human finger. In my last video, I really explained how celebrities are Nephilims. And you can really see it with the basketball players because they look abnormally huge for no reason. And Kareem's finger is definitely not a normal human finger. So let's get into this 38 ritual that LeBron James did. So LeBron James is 38 right now. And when he broke the record, he scored exactly 38 points. And this game was on the 38th day of the year. And in order to beat this record, he had to score exactly 38,388 points. So do you guys think that's all a coincidence? What are the chances that he's 38 years old, he beats the record with 38,388 points on the 38th day of the year, and he scores exactly 38 points on that game? So the chances of this happening is impossible. There's clearly some black magic rituals going on here, and that's just the beginning. There's so much more that I'm gonna get into with the number 38. But before we continue, take a look at this. So this game happened on February 7th, 2023. And right now, LeBron James' average career points per game is exactly 27.23. So again, do you guys really find that to be a coincidence? What are the chances of that? You know, that's insane. So after he completed this ritual on the world stage, he did this big celebration with the number 38,388. And to prove this is a ritual, why did he use that number? Because after he broke the record, he scored 2 more points. So why didn't they put 38,390? Because he has that many points right now. But instead they used this number in particular because of the number 38 and the number 88. They use the number 8 and 88 a lot because it's very symbolic to the Baphomet. As you guys can see, the 2 snakes wrap around and it makes an 8. So that's why they use the number 8 so much. And during this party, I noticed that he posted this picture and this lady is doing the devil horns right there in plain sight. So anyways, let's get back into the 38s that are connected to this ritual. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar broke the record of the most points scored on April 5th, 1984. And April 5th, 1984 is exactly 38 years before LeBron James broke the record. And also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set the record 38 weeks before LeBron James' birthday, because he broke the record in April 5th, 1984, and LeBron was born on December 30th, 1984. So on top of all of that, LeBron James equals 38. Los Angeles equals 38. So he was scripted to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. And keep in mind, when he did this record, he was playing against Thunder. And in 2012, he went against the Thunder as well. And LeBron James won the 2012 finals against Thunder on June 21st, 2012. And June 21st, 2012 was exactly 3,883 days before he broke this record. And he was playing for the Miami Heat during that time. And Miami is in Florida, and Florida equals 38. And when he beat this record, he went against Oklahoma City Thunders, and they go by OKC, and OKC equals 83, which is the reverse of 38. And Oklahoma City Thunder equals 1,338 in the Sumerian cipher. And after that game, the Thunder scored exactly 138 points in their next game after that ritual that LeBron did. And the reason why they use the number 38 so much is because Lucifer equals 38. So at the end of the day, this entire ritual is connected to Lucifer, because Lucifer literally equals 38, along with the devil, which also equals 38, and death equals 38. So there could be a chance that someone around LeBron James dies, or one of his other characters might die. But overall, the reasoning behind this 38 ritual was to worship Lucifer. So this is why I'm telling you guys that all of these rituals that they do with gematria are all satanic rituals. And this is why I don't recommend doing gematria on yourself, because that's a form of witchcraft. So Baphomet also equals 38, which I'm not surprised of, because Lucifer and the devil equal 38. And the Baphomet has a goat head, as you guys can see. And what do they call LeBron James all the time? The GOAT. So there's clearly a correlation here. You know, they've been calling LeBron James the GOAT for a long time. And they say that word a lot in the media. And when they call somebody the GOAT, they're not saying greatest of all time. They're actually referencing the devil and his statue, which has a goat head. And keep in mind, LeBron James' zodiac sign is Capricorn. And the Capricorn symbol is the sea goat. As you guys can see, the symbol is literally a goat, just like the Baphomet. So LeBron James' zodiac symbol is the sea goat, and they're calling him the goat. And the Baphomet has a goat head, and he just did this entire ritual where he's worshipping the Baphomet. And also Capricorn's ruling planet is Saturn, which is another reference to Satan. And the tarot card is the devil. So LeBron James' entire character is connected to the devil. And keep in mind, zodiac signs are very demonic. The Bible is very clear about why we shouldn't practice divination, and astrology is a form of divination. And if you guys notice, right now they're promoting zodiac signs so much on people. You know, people get it tatted and stuff like that. So if I were you, I would avoid it at all costs, because that's another form of witchcraft. And right after he did the ritual, he literally had 2 goats at his dinner party. And notice how TMZ said get it as if it's a reference to him being the goat. But it's obviously way deeper than that. You know, as I just showed you guys, the Baphomet is literally a goat. So this is clearly demonic. And it really blows my mind that people just overlook this. So here's the video of them bringing the goats into this restaurant.
Hi Savannah, how are you? Look good. Hey, what's up, LeBron? Congratulations, man.
You're the king, always the king. Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, LeBron.
Sir, I mean, come on, you like blood in here right now.
professional basketball.
So his wife, Savannah James, was in that video. And Savannah James equals 38 as well. So there's so many 38 connections. I'm still not done. Because this entire ritual is even connected to the Super Bowl. Because the Super Bowl happened 6 days after LeBron James broke the record. And if you guys notice, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl with exactly 38 points. And Rihanna performed at the Super Bowl and her name equals 38. And Jalen Hurts is the quarterback for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts also equals 38. And Rihanna performed her song Be Better Have My Money. And if you notice, in the very beginning of this song, she says ballin' bigger than LeBron. So this is a clear reference to LeBron that she made during the Super Bowl. And as you guys can see, it's all connected because not only does her name equal 38, like the 38 ritual that LeBron did, but the Chiefs won with 38 points. So when LeBron broke the record, ESPN started calling him the king. And in this caption, they said the king takes his throne, which is again blasphemy towards God, because God is the king of kings. And it's crazy how they're literally worshiping LeBron as if he's a god. You know, why would they make a picture like this? And there's been so many pictures where they promote LeBron James as the king. And they did predictive programming for this because they idolized LeBron James so much 13 years ago in this music video, Forever. And they had the biggest artists of that time to make this song to idolize LeBron James. You know, Drake, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Eminem were all on the same song. And this got so many people to idolize LeBron James. And it's really sad because so many people look up to him and they want to be a basketball player themselves in the NBA. But they don't realize how satanic it actually is. So here's another picture where they're calling him King James. And he even has his Instagram name as King James. And this is all a reference to the King James of the English Bible, because the most popular English Bible is the KJV, the King James Version, and KJV also equals 38. So all of this is connected, and the actual King James was born on June 19th, 1566. And not only is this 66 a big reference to LeBron James, because as I showed you guys earlier, LeBron and Lakers both equal 66, and he was born in 1566. But anyways, King James was born exactly 21,838 weeks before LeBron James. So that's obviously not a coincidence. You know, LeBron James is calling himself King James because he's highly connected to King James that created the King James version of the Bible. And there's so many people that read this Bible and get confused and they don't really believe it. And the reason for that is because you guys have to keep in mind, this is just a version of the Bible. This is not the actual Bible. So obviously there's going to be so much scripting with it. You know, they do so much to water down the Bible, including putting a cross on the Bible. You know, the cross is pagan and it symbolizes death, so I wouldn't recommend having a cross in your house or tatted on you. And there's so many people that turn away from God and the Bible because they read the English version of the Bible. But what you guys have to realize is that English also equals 38. So English is connected to Lucifer because Lucifer literally equals 38 in the same cipher. So in my opinion, I believe that Lucifer created the English language to water down the Bible so that people won't understand it completely. And also keep in mind, many books have been removed from the Bible that we have today. And one of the most important ones is the Book of Enoch. And also you guys have to keep in mind that the original Bible was written in Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. And the Old Testament was written 2,000 to 3,000 years ago. And the New Testament was written 1,900 years ago. So don't let the English version of the Bible turn you away from God and Jesus, because Lucifer clearly created English to force on us so that we can be further away from the Bible, because if we knew Hebrew, Aramaic, or Greek, we would understand the Bible so much better. But instead, we're forced to read this stupid King James version of the Bible. And what I do to better understand the Bible, I got this app called Bible and Strong's Concordance. And I recommend you guys get this app as well, so that you guys can see the actual translations from Hebrew and Greek as you read along. So that should help you guys better understand the Bible, because the English Bible is scripted. As you guys can see, even English is scripted with the number 38. So this is something very new that the devil created to keep us further away from God. So don't let the English version of the Bible throw you off. There's still apps you can get where you can better understand the Bible. So keep that in mind. The Bible is very watered down right now, but the truth is still there. You know, you can still read the English version of the Bible and understand the truth, but keep in mind it is going to be a little bit harder to understand than if you knew Hebrew and Greek. So anyways, let's continue with the number 38. So Jay-Z's real name is Sean Corey Carter, and Sean Corey equals 38 in the Chaldean cipher. So that explains why Jay-Z is connected to LeBron's 38 ritual. And when you reverse 38, you get 83, and Devil equals 83, LA equals 83, and LeBron plays for LA, and Jay-Z equals 883. This is more confirmation as to why he's connected to this black magic ritual. And even this phrase, "this is black magic," just so happens to equal 83 as well. So clearly this is all connected. And then Delroy equals 83, and Delroy Lindo is one of LeBron James' characters. You know, I made a video about this a couple months ago, and as you guys can see, they look so much alike. And they're even connected in gematria because LeBron James' real name is LeBron Raymond James, and LeBron's full name equals 79, just like Delroy. So if you guys want to see my video about LeBron James and Delroy Lindo, I'll put a link in the description below. So now let's talk about R. Kelly, because R. Kelly is another one of LeBron's characters, and R. Kelly equals 83 as well. And if you guys are interested in that video, the link is also in the description below. As you guys can see, R. Kelly and LeBron James look so much alike. In this picture, they look very similar. So this one is very easy to see. Here's some more comparisons of LeBron and R. Kelly. And I found this picture funny because every time I look at this picture, I instantly think of R. Kelly during that interview when he was crying. You know, LeBron looks so much like him right here. And a big connection between R. Kelly and LeBron is the fact that they both wore this black mask. And they even have the same gematria. So King James and Robert Kelly, which is R. Kelly's real name, both equal 35 and 53 in the same cipher. And they both equal 154 in the same cipher as well. And Robert equals 33, LeBron equals 33, and James is 33. And obviously Masonry equals 33 as well. So again, LeBron is heavily connected to Masonry. So R. Kelly's full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, and LeBron James' full name is LeBron Raymond James. So both of their middle names, Raymond and Sylvester, have the same gematria in 3 ciphers. They both equal 37, 98, and 35 and 53. And on top of that, they're both Capricorns as well. So they have the same zodiac sign, and their birthdays are only 9 days apart. So that's a big connection as well. And R. Kelly was born in 1967, and LeBron Raymond equals 67. And R. Kelly did a lot of mockery because he said he loves LeBron James in this video, and he even mentions the fact that they're both the same zodiac sign.
Go for the walk that ball like that in the mother crunch. Who in here for LeBron? Everything he says. Who in here for LeBron? You gonna say I love LeBron? He a Capricorn like me.
So another connection is the fact that R. Kelly did the soundtrack for Space Jam 1, and his other character, LeBron, was the main actor for Space Jam 2. And another major connection, R. Kelly is heavily connected to Jay-Z. As you guys can see, they have multiple pictures, and R. Kelly's even wearing a basketball jersey right here. And they even have an album together called Unfinished Business. And here's a picture of Jay-Z and R. Kelly. So this is a big connection because, as I just showed you guys, Jay-Z was a big part of LeBron James' career and the recent ritual that he did. And I find it very ironic that LeBron James' other character is R. Kelly, who is a singer, and Jay-Z brought up LeBron James during this concert while he was rapping. And as you guys can see, he's doing the devil horns right there. So now let's get into Jay-Z's 444 album and the demonic connection with that number. So he has an album titled 444, and Lucifer literally equals 444. So every time you see them doing these numbers, man, it's all scripted every time. And it's always connected to Lucifer. And LeBron James' wife also equals 444. So now let's get into the number 322. As you guys know, 322 is the Skull and Bones number. You know, this secret society has the number 322 on their logo. And Lakers equals 322. And LeBron currently did this ritual at the Lakers. And his last name, James, equals 223, which is the reverse of 322. and it's in the Satanic Cipher as well. And his other character is R. Kelly, and R. Kelly's first and middle name equals 223 as well. And LeBron James' wife, Savannah James, also equals 223. And when LeBron broke the record, it was against Oklahoma City Thunder, which also equals 223. And he broke Abdul Jabbar's record, and Abdul Jabbar also equals 223. And to top it off, Abdul Jabbar and LeBron James both played for the Lakers, right? Well, recently, Demetrius Caleb, which is another character that played for the Lakers in the 90s, his name equals 223 as well. And he died 2 days before LeBron James broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. And keep in mind, this is all in 2023, which is another connection to 223. And at the end of the day, the reason why they use the number 223 is because Lucifer equals 223. So as always, all of these connections always connect to Lucifer because everything they do is to worship Lucifer. And this is why I don't recommend watching these rituals when they do them, because demons can come out of your screen, and if you're not spiritually ready, they can attack you and even possess you. So I don't recommend watching professional sports. You can really see the demonic rituals, especially during the halftime shows. Rihanna had so much demonic symbolism, and every Super Bowl they always do some demonic thing, and that goes for every single sport. So another connection to the number 23 is the fact that LeBron James was drafted in 2003, and if you take out the zeros, that's 23, and he used to wear the number 23 for the Lakers. And when he beat the record, Thunder scored 133 points, which is another connection to Masonry, LeBron, and James, which all equal 33. And before he did that game, he needed exactly 36 points to surpass Abdul-Jabbar's career record. So he needs 36 points to break the record, and record equals 36. And he goes against the Thunder, which also equals 36 in the same ciphers. And they also both equal 99. And this game happened on February 7th, 23. And when you multiply those numbers, you get 84. And LeBron was born in 1984. And his other character, Delroy Lindo, his full name is Delroy George Lindo, which also equals 84. And James equals 48, which is the reverse of 84. So that's another connection to his other character. And of course, he plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Los Angeles also equals 48. Just like James. So he was very scripted to play for Los Angeles Lakers. And it's all connected to Masonry because Masonry equals 84. And Jay-Z's full name, Sean Corey Carter, also equals 84. So Abdul-Jabbar retired at age 42, right? And LeBron James equals 42. Clearly everything about this ritual is scripted. So there's no way all of this could just be a coincidence. And Church of Satan is also connected to this because Church of Satan equals 56. And his wife's name, Savannah James, also equals 56. And Satan equals 55. And Jay-Z's full name equals 55. And King James equals 55. Los Angeles equals 55. And his wife also equals 55. So I hope you guys really understand how every sport is scripted and rigged with black magic rituals. You know, gematria is a form of black magic, and that's why they use it to script all of these events. And if you notice, it always ends up connecting to Lucifer. So stay away from Lucifer. You know, read the Bible, download the app I showed you guys so that you can read the Bible with the Hebrew translations and better understand it. Because the English version of the Bible is clearly very scripted with Lucifer as well. You know, Lucifer is really attacking the Bible right now. And it's only a matter of time before he starts removing the Bible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. And subscribe to my Patreon. The link is in the description below. And now I'm just going to show you guys the clips of David Blaine, who is a magician, by the way. And he did some commercials for the NBA Finals. And notice how he's using magnets. And he's trying to say that they use magnets in the NBA. But this is all an analogy to what they're doing. You know, magnet is another word for magic. That's why they both have M-A-G in the word. So don't take it literal what he's saying, but if you understand the symbolic meaning of what he's saying, you can see how the NBA is rigged with black magic. So I'm going to play those clips for you guys right now, and then I'll show you guys the clips of soccer and all the times where they did black magic literally on the field. So thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless you all.
Baron Davis can make a shot from anywhere on the court. Is it magic or is it magnets? Tiny magnets placed on the ball, ensuring a strong attraction to the metal rim. Watch. And when Baron needs more magnets, Baron gets more magnets. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no... Ben Gordon can make a shot from anywhere on the court. Is it magic or is it magnets? Tiny magnets placed on the ball, ensuring a strong attraction to the metal rim. Watch. Then when Ben needs more magnets, Ben gets more magnets. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no other explanation. Manu Ginobili can make a shot from anywhere on the court. Is it magic or is it magnets? Tiny magnets placed on the ball, ensuring a strong attraction to the metal rim. Watch. And when Manu needs more magnets, Manu gets more magnets. Don't believe me? Watch the finals and you'll see there's really no other explanation. The alley-oop. How can two players communicate so well without saying a word? People wondered the same thing about the porpoise. Extremely high-pitched frequencies are inaudible to the untrained ear.
Hey, throw me the ball. Okay, here. Thanks. I'm gonna throw it up at the rim and then you dunk it, Carlos, okay? Okay, I'll jump now.
Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no other. Yao Ming. It has been said that he blocks more shots than two people put together, and that's a very accurate description. Yao or Yaos? Yao or Yaos? Magicians have been performing this trick for thousands of years. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no other explanation. The amazing slam dunks of LeBron James. You can't take your eyes off them. And that's exactly what he wants. Step here, launch there. Teammate steps here, LeBron launches there. It's the art of distraction, the cornerstone of all magic. Don't believe me? Watch the finals and you'll see there's really no other explanation. The pressure of the NBA playoffs is intense. How does Rip Hamilton handle it so well? Well, Rip's nose knows. Rip's protective mask is actually an NOP, nasal oxygen provider, increasing his stamina to levels never before seen. It's like having an extra pair of lungs put on your face. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no... Steve Nash. People think his no-look passes are unbelievable, but they become quite believable when you realize Steve is looking in mirrors. Mirrors that turn Steve's amazing no-look passes into amazing yes-look passes. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no other
Use juju, a ritual during which people throw an appropriate amount of chosen object or amulet at each other in order to induce the supernatural evil forces and energies. Interestingly enough, the ritual is a common thing in all walks of life in West Africa. Let's go back to African football and the real situation that occurred back in 2017. During the Africa Youth Cup of Nations, in a decisive match, the national team of Zambia faced Senegal. The Zambians were the host team of the tournament and were considered to be the favourites. By the 58th minute of the tie, Zambia was already leading with a score of 2-0, and Senegal's condition was close to hopeless. The losing side realised that only black magic could save it all. Having earned a free kick on the left flank of the attack, the Senegalese moved on to the action. While the Zambian goalkeeper was arranging the wall, Senegal striker Ibrahima Ndiaye approached the opponent's goal, took something out of his socks and threw it straight into the net. One more example of the juju ritual here, but in this case the thrown object was a dead bat. The Zambian players saw what Ndiaye had done and immediately complained to the referee. The conflict quickly turned into a scuffle. From the point of view of African people who believe in these rituals, Ndiaye acted in an unsportsmanlike fashion. From the viewpoint of Europeans, Asians, Latinos and others' perspectives, this was too much. In fairness, fate did not favour Ibrahima and the score remained the same. Zambia won the final with a score of 2-0 on the scoreboard. Very recent case which happened in November of this year. During the qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup, representatives of the Algerian national team accused the national team of Burkina Faso of using black magic. The Algerians even summoned a shaman to remove the spell that the opponents had imposed on the pitch of the Mustafa Chakar Stadium. The exact details were not disclosed, but according to the information of journalists, before the game the Burkinians repeated the same procedure as the previously mentioned Zambians. They also threw a dead bat on the field to bring them good luck in this important clash. Sure enough, there was a big scandal, but it's good that the showdown ended in peace, with a 2-2 draw to be exact. The efforts of the Burkinis really paid off. For them, this result was much more pleasant than for the enchanted Algerians. Moreover, after the final whistle, the leaders of the Algerian Football Association even called an exorcist to the stadium to get rid of all ritual activities and their consequences. Such are the African peculiarities. Not only little-known people like to resort to black magic, but also those names who we know pretty well. For example, the former striker of Marseille, Swansea and West Ham, Andre Ayew. Before participating at the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, he was early to the pitch, praying and sprinkling some powder around. However, the superstitions of Romelu Lukaku are even more striking. In the past, Everton owner Farid Moshiri revealed that the Belgian forward refused to renew his contract with the Toffees due to voodoo predictions. I used all my charm to keep him and I flatly failed. This is unfortunately the world. Ultimately, we lost money. To buy Rom now would be £120 million. The issue was his brain had gone. Moshiri shared in an interview with The Guardian. Despite the matter above, we all remember Lukaku moving to Manchester United and performing there for 2 years. After that, Romelu moved to Inter and only this summer signed a contract with Chelsea for the second time in his career. The prediction obviously came true, but Big Rom still needs to prove that his Stamford Bridge comeback is not in vain.